All right, let's break down the solo for Deep Purple Smoke on the Water. Now, the solo is in the key of G minor, and it's going to start up here in the 10th position, okay? So we're going to start off with this riff. So we hit the 12th fret D string, 10th fret G string, 12th fret G string. We're going to do a bend release on the B string 13th fret. Hit 11 with the index finger on the B string. Middle finger goes to the G string 12. And back to 11 on the B string. Okay, let's go to the second chunk, the second riff. So we start again on 12 on the D string, 10 on the G string, 12 on the G string, middle finger goes to 11 on the B string, we hit that and then we hit it again, but this time it's a full step bend. Bring it back down to 11 on the B string, 10 on the B string with the index finger, we hit 8 on the B string, 10 on the B string with the ring finger. We do a hammer-on pull-off slide combination from 8 to 10 to 6. And then we're going to hit 8, 6, 4, and 6. So the whole part. Okay, here's the next chunk. So this is nice and simple. We're going to hit 6, 8, 6, 8 on the B string. And then another 8. So 6, 8, 6, 8, 8. We're going to jump up to 12 on the G string. We're going to hit 11 on the B string. Hit 13 on the B string. Back to 11 on the B string, hit 13 on the B string again, and then another 13. So all together. Okay, here's what the next part looks like. Okay, so for this part, we're going to hit 8 on the B string, and then 11 on the B string. We're going to do a bend here on the G string 10. It's a full step bend. And then we hit 8 on the B string, 8 on the high E string. Hit 11 on the B string, 10 on the B string, 8 on the B string, 11 on the G string, 10 on the G string, 8 on the G string. So far for this riff we have we're going to hit 10 on the D string, we're going to finger roll down to 10 on the G string, hit 8 on the G string, 7, we're going to hit 10 on the D string, 8 on the D string, 7 on the D string. So far we have. And then finally we're going to end on 10 on the A string. Here's the next part. It's connected to the part that we just did, but it's such a huge part that it's much easier to split it apart, okay? Okay, so we're going to start with the middle finger on the 8th fret D string, hit 7 on the D string, 10 with the pinky, back to 8 with the middle finger, down to the G string 8, 7, 5 on the G string, And then we're going to hit 3 and slide to 5 and back. So far it's... We're going to hit 5, excuse me, on the G string, 3 on the G string, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, open G string. If you're using a whammy, this is there's a whammy hit here. So altogether that part is. Okay, here's the next part. So we're going to start here with a bend on the G string 5. We're going to bend and cut that. And then we're going to hit the B string 3, the high E string 3. We're going to do a bend here on the 6th fret B string. And then we're going to hit 3 on the high E string twice. Go back to 6 on the B string. Hit 5, 3 all on the B string. And then the same thing but on the G string 6, 5, 3. 5 on the D string, finger roll down to 5 on the G string, hit 3 on the G string, and then we're going to bend multiple times here on the G string. Those bends are all bend and cuts, so bend it, cut it, bend it, cut it, and let the last one ring out. Okay, so that part is... Next part. So we're going to start with the B string 3. And then we're going to hit the B string 6. 3 on the high E string. Go back to 3 on the B string. 6 on the B string. Again 3 on the high E string. 6 on the high E string with the ring finger. Go to 8 on the high E string and bend immediately. Cut it. Do another bend. Cut it. Hit 8 on the high E string. 6. Back to 8. Finger roll up to 8 on the B string. Here's one of the last sections in the solo. So we start by hitting 8 on the B string, 11 on the B string, and then we're going to do a bend on the G string 10, 8 on the B string, and then 8 on the high E string. 11 on the B string, 8 on the B string, 8 on the high E string, 11 on the B string, 8 on the B string, and 8 on the high E string. So far we have back to 11 on the B string, back to 8 on the B string, 8 on the high E string, 10 on the high E string, 11, and 13. And then we do a full step bend here. Okay, here's one of the final bending sections. We're going to stay here on 13 on the high E string. So we're going to do a whole bunch of bend and cuts and then notes. Okay, so we bend it, cut it, a note on 13, bend it again, another note, and then another bend, and then a note, another bend, another note. We hit 10 on the high E string, 13 on the B string, and then bend that. So all together. The next section, we're going to go back down to the G minor box pattern, and we're going to slide the ring finger on the G string 5 to 7. So we slide from 5 to 7. We hit 6 with the B string. We're going to slide backwards from 7 to 5, and then hit 3. You're going to hit 5 on the G string, back to 3, and then finish on 5 on the D string. The final section of the song. So we're going to slide up to 12 on the G string with our middle finger, and then we're going to hit 13 on the B string, 11, 13, we're going to bend on 13 on the B string, and then we're going to slowly drop the bend. As we're dropping the bend, we're going to be doing a whole bunch of pick and cut. So we're going to pick it and we're going to cut it immediately. Okay? And then finally we hit 10 on the G string, give a small bend, and then slide up to 12.